it, Babe Ruth ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower and I'm an... So sue me, who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies, if life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant, trolling on the internet, no respect. Haven't moved out of your parents' basement yet. Big neck, coming with the beat that's gonna break your neck.
You can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now.
I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The second meeting of the year on tap here between these two fierce AFC rivals. These teams know each other very well, and that only serves to stoke the flames of what is always a heated battle. It's the Browns going up against the Bengals. So let's send you up now to the Queen City of Cincinnati. Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Kessler now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
First carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us. And then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill, the offensive and defensive line. And they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week. And, boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. The starters for the Cleveland Browns. And let's discuss the tight end, Gary Barnidge. Sometimes he can get overlooked.
I love how he emerged in 2015. We had a scouting report on him that said he was a good blocker, dependable receiver, but no stardom at all. Had a 1,000-yard season in 2015. No longer do we have those shackles on him at all. Gary Barnidge can play.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Looking to throw on first is Kessler. Underneath for Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards there on the pickup, and the Browns are going to have a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
On second down, Kessler. And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Kessler. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Dalton gives to Bernard. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. First try for this offense today, and our first chance to get a look at Tyler Eifert.
And he's part of the new wave of tight ends in the NFL. They use them in every position, sometimes even by themselves as a wide receiver.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. And he motions the wide receiver. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And able to find Green. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
1st and 10 for Dalton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. And now the starting defense for the Browns.
Charles Johnson off the edge, a long day for any offensive tackle.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Wide 20. Wide 20. Check. Focus the backfield.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. On the grab, it's Ruben Randall. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Now a carry for Bernard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Hey, blue 10, blue dagger, 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 dagger.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Ruben Randall, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the Bengals starting defensive unit now.
Ray Maluga competes very hard as a linebacker. Very difficult to block and keep out of the play.
On 2nd down, here's Kessler. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Adam Jones. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Bengals offense now. They head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Bernard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Dalton, 1st and 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
You got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
380.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Again, it's Johnson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd and 2, Kessler looks to throw. And he finds Barnage. He's got it. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And that's incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Let's go! 3-19!
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kessler. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Vontaze Burfict coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Looking to throw on first is Kessler. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Into the red zone now. It's Kessler. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And now it's 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On third down, Kessler. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Geno Atkins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And Bullock will put this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
380.
They'll begin here with Bernard. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
380. 380.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Oh, wow.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Slop. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Set. Wide 20. Wide 20. Set.
From midfield here, Dalton. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Come on.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's
on the
picked
ball.
off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit,
wow!
ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Kessler now on 1st down. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18.
Hit Sean Williams.
Timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back.
So what?
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Let's go. 319. 319. No. Check. Patriot.
Now Kessler on 2nd down. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
Throwing is Kessler on third down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This is brought in at the 21.
Oh, come on.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bengals take possession. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Dagger! Dagger! Ready! Wide, 20! Dagger! 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 Motion, 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 motion. Zebra! Zebra!
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And this is Randall here over the middle. They'll get 19 yards there. And it'll give the Bengals a first down. Play fake here on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in this.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go!
Looking to throw on first is Kessler. And it's a sack. Down goes Kessler. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the D-line's going to spread out. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
You know what?
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! 319! 319! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
second down. Here's Kessler. Pryor has it complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Hey, the defense is in this game as well. They wanted to make it a tough 3rd down. They were able to do so on that last play, preventing a big gain.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments.
No!
Great confidence having scored the last time out.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. Well, it's real easy to ascertain that in the game plan, Andy Dalton, A.J. Green was deemed vital.
And it certainly was the focal point of the defense. They just had trouble with it. Most teams do.
Well, that just tells you how good it is. These guys have grown together, you know, coming into the Bengals, getting together early, and continuing to get better.
Oh, block him.
Defenses put out there, they feel like they have an answer for it.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure that just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
380.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
It'll be a gain of 16 and give them a 1st down as well.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. They go play action here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. The H-back, Ryan Hewitt, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it here with Bernard. And a short gain down to about the 33. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
AD to AJ. And it's been like that throughout this game. And I think it's a huge reason why they are in the lead.
I like that. AD to AJ. Andy Dalton to AJ Green. Such a tough cover. And they are proving it here in this one. On the toss, Bernard. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Okay, no score on that play. But this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Defense showing blitz.
380.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Hey, you got 3. Wide 20. Wide 20.
They look to throw on 3rd.
Oh, my bad. I threw straight to him.
Intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
Just
and a
late.
big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it, fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar
I was
situation.
going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Now Kessler on 2nd down. Finding time.
Oh, come on,
Time left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They come out here in the eye. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Play fake to Johnson. Now Kessler. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. Here we go now. 3-19. Over.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Hurry up, Hopper. Hopper. Gone. Here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
From the gun on third down, Kessler.
Come on.
The middle to Pryor.
Not
and
the
he's
ball
got
down.
the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Play fake to Johnson. Now Kessler. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. And now a first down following that long gain. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for someone to throw to. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Oh, my
Cincinnati
God.
now ready to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They'll start on the ground here with Bernard.
Get out of there. Oh, get off.
Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green.
Oh, Gio.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals add on to their lead. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure.
Oh, that's me.
With nothing. That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And that one results in 35 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or 2 in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a change-up in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the change-up, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 2nd down, Kessler. And Barnage has it on the right side.
Wow.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Second down, here's Kessler, and they're going to get it. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack. Third and long, it's Kessler. Dancing to his left. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up fourth down. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down. Here we go. Kessler on fourth
Oh, right there. Just clip your hand out.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a first and goal.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week...
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Hey, come on, man.
Kessler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the
What are you
offensive
doing?
coordinator might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
It works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see
That's my
how
bad.
determined they are. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They come out here in the eye. To throw here, Dalton. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
They go play action here on first down. Green's got it over the middle. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Time running out here on the play clock. And on the ground they go with the
Come on, just hold the ball for 1 second. Hey.
Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Third and 2 for Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now a toss play to Bernard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Cut in left. Cut in left. 4 down. Check. Set 380.
Again, here's Bernard. And some room to maneuver. Cuts back right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Giovanni Bernard, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Kessler throwing on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25.
Wow.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 49 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Cincinnati, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.